Hello from Petco Park in beautiful downtown San Diego. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the San Diego Padres. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars in the sport, Kaylee Carr. She, of course, leads their team in home runs.
Yeah, Boog, she's been such a force at the plate, and it seems like every time she connects, the ball is traveling out of the ballpark. So when you have such a threat like that, other players in the lineup should get good pitches to hit because they're trying to get those outs instead of having to face her in a big situation.
Just a little bit away from first pitch. And on the mound for San Diego in this one, Nick Lodolo.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Ready to go now? Here's the third baseman, Veronica Ortiz. As the lefty gets to work. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. And we're underway.
First pitch, 7-10.
Slice the other way and foul. And that'll fall for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow she got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And into the box for Baltimore, Jen Sung. And that's outside. Fouled off. She was late.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. She got a pitch that she knew she could handle, allowed herself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and she hit the ball on the screws.
Babe Ruth will hit next, coming off a 4-hit effort in yesterday's game. Pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. Ortiz on third. Sung at first with no outs. Down the line. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Good job to fight that one off. Left-hand batter waits.
One ball.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Got him looking. Huge strikeout there. And next for the Orioles, Angela Davis. 2 hits and 5 at-bats yesterday. And that one's a little bit low. And that's ball 1.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
The 1-0. Fastball for a strike.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think she's looking for something else right there.
That misses. And it's 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Runners at the corners, one away. Here in game one of this 3-game set. And that one fouled off. Pitch is in the dirt, and it's 3-2. And there's ball 4.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boo. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
So bases loaded with one away. Next to hit, Brittany Holcomb. Line drive. Caught. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and a guy is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Base hit, one run is in. Here comes the throw, but it's offline. She will score.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, she's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but her resume speaks for itself. So first and second with 2 outs. Denny Ryan, the next to hit for the Orioles. And there's the strike.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
And the 0-1. Good eye in that spot. I got to call NLDS Game 4 here in 2022 at Petco Park, where the Padres knocked out their rivals, the LA Dodgers. The place was just nuts the entire game. Terrific fan support.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way she's slowing the game down. She's shrinking her zone, making sure she gets the pitch that she wants to hit.
Next offering upstairs.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power hitter like this. That's a nice miss right there.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. In the air, right field. Brings it in for the 3rd out. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to the bottom of the 1st. It's the Orioles 2, the Padres coming to bat. And we're back. And on the mound now, Brian Bayo.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Bottom of the 1st. And stepping in is the speedy Joe Shorty. The line of the pitch. 4-1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Line drive. Gets down, base hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single.
Hitting is really easy for some players. One thing that I can see already, Her bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And hitters like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And the 0-1. And she grounds one back up the middle. Lays out, but she can't squeeze it. Gets it there in time, though, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Let's take a look at the Padres lineup. The challenge for him today, Singy, elevating the baseball against this sinker baller that's on the mound.
Yeah, that's the challenge, but it also might affect the way they approach base running in this one, Boog. You get a runner on first, you anticipate trajectory down, and when the ball's in the dirt with a good secondary lead, you break for second. So whether it's a stolen base or not, you stay out of the double play, get that runner in a scoring position, and that can help you put more runs on the board.
BID, all in dirt. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 2-1.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise, she put a great swing on it.
One down. David Ortiz, the next up for the Padres. 1-0. Pitch out, but no action. Carr over at first with one away. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
Back-to-back singles, to me, is just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
So first and second with one gone. Duke Snider, the next up for the Padres. Hit on the ground, might be two. Boots it. Lindor, that's one. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score it.
Well, that was totally a double play ball, but the bobble unfortunately prevented her from being able to get two. But a good job to stay with it and make sure you got at least one.
Next for the Padres, Rachel.
This at-bat might not seem like a huge deal right now, but baseball is a game of moments, and what happens here could change everything.
Right side, hard hit. Tosses to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. And welcome back to the ball. Digging in, Shuhei Matsui. First pitch misses. Matsui in her second season, only 20 years old, and she was drafted in the 4th round in 2024. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire, very consistent with his zone. Chris gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog, and I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way, so people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Kicks and deals. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Here's the 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. She didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Tell you what, those are the types of players pitchers really like to punch out when they're on the mound, because if they get on, just the distraction that they create with all that speed over on the base pass, it could take away your focus from the next hitter, and that's the last thing you want to do is serve up a pitch that someone hits over the fence, and it's a multi-run home run.
And now here is Veronica Ortiz. One down, base is empty.
Ball, that's low.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. The lefty fires to the right side, sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The first baseman, number 6, Jen.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Jen Sung. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1. Check swing, no appeal. On the ground, right side. And that one handled on to first. And the Orioles set down in order. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. They lead it 2-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Sabrina Carpenter. Bayo back to work. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and it's caught for the out. Ryan Reynolds here. On the ground to first. Then she handles it herself for the out. Now here is Jody Banks. There's the strike. Home team down a run. Bottom half of inning number 2. Oh, 0-2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive. Got her looking at, she didn't like the call. Nothing doing there for the Friday. Back here at Petco Park. All set for the start of the inning. Now, Babe Ruth. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And that should quiet this home crowd. His second of the year. It's 3-1. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that. And that time, that ball was hit hard.
Stepping in, Angela Davis. Calls it in, and there's one away.
She put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
That's hard hit in the line. Reynolds pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now back. Ketchup.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Jenna Ortega. She drove in 2 with a single her first time up. Liner, base hit. Now she'll turn for second. The throw in. She'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Wasting no time. She's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And now Denny Ryan, shorty. They limit the damage here. Orioles add 1 on the solo homer. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back here in San Diego. Now the third baseman, Joe Shorty. The pitch.
Shorty.
That one ripped. Davis makes the grab, 1 away.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat. She was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but, hey, you got to keep swinging it.
Vince Williams, the next up for the Padres. Grounded out her first time. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a double.
I'm sure she feels really good about that one. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
So up next, Kaylee Carr. Singled and drove in a run her first time through. Rocketed out towards right center. She's got it. Runner tags at second. She's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Now batting, first baseman,
David Ortiz, the next up for the Padres. And he's already singled in this game. That one is absolutely belted. Hauls it in on the warning track. Padres leave 1, and they still trail it here 3-1. And we're back. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. The pitch. That one ripped right center field. This looks like extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he pulls in with a double for his first hit of the year.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer.
And a base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Safe.
She was all over that one. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as she connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Here's the third baseman, Veronica Ortiz. Singled and scored back in the first. She's 1 for 2. That's a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Jen Sung, the next to hit for the Orioles. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. Throw to first, but she beat it.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set her feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but she got it off, and she got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Babe Ruth getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game. That's a base hit. Run scores. Lead runner around second. In there safely. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Mark Pryor. He's making his second appearance of the season. Now a chance for Angela Davis. Here's a swing and a drive, left field, and she knew it. That one felt good. Her second of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 8-1. She only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And, you know, he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
And here is Jenna Ortega. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. And it's caught just in front of the wall. Man, is she fast.
She's so fun to watch.
Runner at first, Denny Ryan, the next to hit for the Orioles. On the ground to third. They get the force, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 8-1. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Duke Snyder. And the right-hander back to work. And a foul ball.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Say goodbye to that one. Third home run of the season. It's 8-2.
Well, we put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
And now Rachel Hilton hauls it in after a long run. One away. And now the right fielder, Sabrina Carpenter. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Holcomb hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. She did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double. So 2 down. Jody Banks now at the plate. Out to short. Lindor whips it to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. It's now 8-2. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. New inning getting started, and into the box for Baltimore, Francisco Lindor. Pryor back to work. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Oh, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare, only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
Sneaks through, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Shuhei Matsui digs in now. That one hammered center field. Hilton ranging back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. She knew she had to get back to the track right away. Turned her back on the infield. Got to the spot.
Take the base.
Here's the Orioles lead off hitter, Veronica Ortiz. A strikeout and a walk. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. A gigantic blast. For second of the year, it's 12-6. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
And first offering is fouled off. Still only one out here in the inning. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. And she's got her second double of the game.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for her. She looks locked in. Love how she just kept it simple there. Didn't come out of her mechanics. Nice tight swing, hard hit ball.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. And brings it in at the wall. Tags up from second, and she'll head to third.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. 2 homers in the inning lead to 3 runs, and 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the ninth. It's the Orioles 12 and the Padres 6. Back here in San Diego, bottom 9. Here's the catcher, Jody Banks. The wind and the pitch. In the air out towards right center. Ryan sizing this one up. And there's one down.
Now batting, the third baseman.
So the lineup flips over. Joe Shorty, the next to hit. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. That's a laser base hit. So they get a runner aboard with a 1-out single. So digging in now for San Diego, Vince Williams. One of the best contact hitters in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. Shorty at first, one gone. And a rope into center field, base hit. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Second and third, one gone. Kaylee Carr, the next up for the Padres. Smoked on the ground to second. Over to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but she wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Last chance for the Padres. And here's the first baseman, David Ortiz. There's a swing and a drive. That's bad. massive home run. His second home run of the game. It's 12-9. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden, they're back in this ball game.
And first offering is fouled off. Already 3 runs across in the frame here in the last half of inning number 9. On a line, base hit. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So digging in, Rachel Hilton. Hit hard, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
All over that one right there. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. She stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
So 2 on with 2 away. At the plate, Sabrina Carpenter. This one ripped, but foul to the right. The tying run at the plate. Swung on, belted. Makes her way towards it. And that one hops the wall. One runs in. Now a second crosses the plate. And now they trail by 1.
Well, that at bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. She wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Jose Quijada.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
That smash towards center. She's got it. Ball game. And the Orioles hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
That looked like the pitcher was getting into a little trouble there, but quickly brought out a pitch that isn't what most hitters are looking for with that great velocity, but it was really good movement on the changeup. And a nice win today.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 55 minutes.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago White Sox going up against the Atlanta Braves. First pitch coming your way next. Coming up on the first pitch, starting on the mound in this one, Logan Gilbert.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. One of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Ready to go? Here's the veteran outfielder, Vladimir Guerrero. Edge of the zone for a strike, and we're underway in this interleague matchup. And it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And up next for Chicago, River Calzado. That's in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Gilbert with a move to first. Dives back and he's out.
So much for the first hit right there. Good move, and he had him leaning all the way.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. And a curve misses outside. One down, base is empty. And another ball. The next offering misses. And now it's 3-2. Battling here as she fouls it away. And a pitch. Got her looking. That's a strikeout.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on her for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Frank Thomas stands in now and watches strike one. Two outs, base is empty.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Righty delivers.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Wouldn't chase that time.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Clearly he was geared up for the fastball right there. Maybe got a little jumpy and excited out of the hand, but he certainly didn't miss a stitch.
2 down, nobody on. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the first, 0-0. Back here in Atlanta, today's starting pitcher, Jake Junis.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Dave. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Grady Sizemore in the box now. No balls and a strike. The pitch. That one fouled off. And downstairs. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst-case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted
it. Sidney Sweeney next up for the Braves. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. And that's in the dirt. Righty to the plate. That's outside. And it's 2-0. One out, bases empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
That catches the zone for a strike. And now 2-2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed her up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
And the pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Here comes the pitch. That one the other way. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. Safe at second.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked herself into a good count. She really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, her head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
One out, runner at second. Now it's the power speed combo. Willie Mays. There's the strike at the knees.
You can talk metrics and all that stuff, but no matter what, I think Willie Mays is the greatest defensive center fielder the game's ever seen.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
And just to touch on Mays' defensive ability, there isn't a ball he couldn't get to or a throw he couldn't make. He was an artist out there in the outfield.
One out, the runner at second here in game one of this three-game set. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And there's two down.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
And the batter now, Ralph Kiner. And that's a little bit high. And there's a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And another ball. Sweeney at second with 2 down. Right-hander kick steals. That one missed. Number 32 in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That one ripped. Guerrero going back. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. End of the first from Truist Park. No score. Back at Truist Park, second inning set to go. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Jamie Curtis. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. That's outside, and that's ball 1. Gilbert measures 6 feet 6 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there, on its way, gone. That'll fire up the dugout. Their first homer of the year, and just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
The guy's got a real hard fastball. You can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like she did right there.
So up next, Billy Williams.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
1 run across in the frame so far here at the top of the second. That one's in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ricky Holiday, our umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right, Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
Pulls that one foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
And the righty deals. This ball's chopped on the ground, and that chance handled. Fires over to first. 1 out in second.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
You can never say enough about Ohtani. In 2023, he became the first player in AL/NL history to hit 40-plus home runs and record more than 10 wins in a season.
That one catches the zone, and it's a ball and a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
The 1-2. That one out to right. Rodriguez racing after it. Grabs it on the run. 2 away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
And next to hit for the Sox, Lee Sung. And a foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Two outs. Swing and a miss, struck her out. One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Bottom of the second, stepping in the long ball threat, number 32.
Number 32.
And he deals. In for a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
They tried to get her to chase on a slider, down and away. Wouldn't chase that time. That catches the outside corner. And that is strike two. Stays alive. Next offering is down low.
The hitter at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. She knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Got her swinging. And one out now.
No, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base pass. It's not just the pitcher. It's other players that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep them from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that she didn't reach base.
One down, base is empty.
Ball inside.
And he swings over the top there.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Everything came together for him. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Man at first with one gone. Bo Bichette next up for the Braves. In for a strike. 0-1. And here it comes. The shortstop takes the ball. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher is afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
The 2-1.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
And another ball. Grounder might be 2. Slings to second. Over to Thomas. 2. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We played 2 full. It's the White Sox 1 and the Braves nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Larry Jones. Gilbert back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And there's a foul ball. The next pitch misses, and a count 2-1. Kicks and deals. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That misses the zone, and the count's full. She goes down looking.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly she was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Jesse Lang, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. High fly ball, right field. Nabs it, and there's 2 away.
The batter, the right fielder.
Vladimir Guerrero steps to the plate for the White Sox. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. Right through there for a strike.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, and you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Righty delivers. Hard hit to third. In plenty of time to first, and that is that. Down in order go the White Sox, but they still lead it 1-0. And we're back. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Swing and a miss.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
To first, leadoff man retired here in the third. Here's Adley Rutschman. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game. And a pitch. Good eye right there.
All right, Boog. So I was scrolling through social media the other day, and a video of Adley popped up. It was a clip of him playing college football for Oregon State. How athletic is this guy? He tackled Stanford great Christian McCaffrey. Seriously, what can't Rushman do on the field?
Bounced out to short. Throw over to Thomas. Gets the catcher by a step. Grady Sizemore next up for the Braves. Went down on strikes his first time through. Pitch misses. Ball one. The White Sox up by a run here in the last half of the third. Pitch misses, and that's ball two.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
The wind to kick the 2-0. Just missed. Sidney Sweeney next to bat for the Braves. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And he walked him on 4 pitches.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Sweeney in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Two outs, and that one pulled foul. The pitch. In, ball one.
Well, she's so great about hitting the ball the other way. She hits those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten her up a little bit so she doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
1-2 here. In the dirt. To second, but way too late. Safe there. And now a man into scoring position. Out to short. And that will end the inning. Braves strand one. They're down 1-0. Back here in Atlanta, on to the 4th. Now it's the second baseman, River Calzado. The wind to kick the pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. The wind to the pitch. And that one upstairs. Swing and a miss as she was late that time.
Threw that fastball right by her, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Over to Perez. 1 up, 1 down. So digging in, Frank Thomas struck out swinging his first time. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
And that one ripped to left and makes the grab. And there's 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Curtis stands in with 2 away as she takes a ball. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second, but she's in there easily.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's her second extra base hit in this one. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
Runner in scoring position with 2 away. Billy Williams getting ready to hit. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Here's Shohei Ohtani. He's 0 for 1. Ohtani with a swing. High fly ball driven deep to right. That one carrying. Out of here. That's one way to quiet the crowd. His second of the year, and they tack on 3. It's 4-0. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
And now the shortstop, Lee Sung. That's in there. That's strike 1. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Makes the catch up against the wall in foul territory. 3-run bomb for the White Sox. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Bottom of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Willie Mays.
The center fielder, Willie.
The pitch. Just off the inside edge. The hit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
The 1-1. Backed off the plate that time. And the pitch. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
The wind and the pitch. And another ball.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Kiner stands in now and watches strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. in the dirt, and that is ball one. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Now batting.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman. She has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. This one smoked out to left. Williams makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And the Braves go down quietly. They're down 4-0. Back at Truist Park, here's the third baseman, Larry Jones.
Larry Jones.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers.
Ball one.
Jones goes 5 feet 11 inches, only 20 years old, and she was selected to the All-Star game last year. Fastball for a strike.
I think she was sitting off speed right there because she just let the fastball go by.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the leadoff hitter aboard.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really nice job staying up the middle with her approach. She didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Logan Gilbert won't go any further, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. So they turn things over to the righty, Juan Marichal. Not many pitchers have it, but he'll break out a screwball from time to time. Jessie Lang steps to the plate for the White Sox. She's 0 for 1. In there for strike one.
You know, these White Sox putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
In the dirt, blocked to second, and she's out.
But I believe this is the part of the game that oftentimes is overlooked. This is the grunt work. Great job of the catcher using his body to deaden that pitch, keeps it close, and then throws a strike down to second. That's off.
One down, base is empty. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit.
Now batting.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And now, Vladimir Guerrero, 1 for 2. Tag, and she's picked off.
I think the base runner was trying to catch him off guard, perhaps looking to steal right away, and wasn't ready to get back to first. Nice pickoff move by the pitcher.
Ball one.
Two down, nobody on. Right through there for a strike. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Jared Jones appears to be getting loose. Gore getting loose as well. The pitch. And a swing and a miss.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and it clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. And that gets down in the corner. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit. man at second here with 2 away. River Calzado steps to the plate for the White Sox. A little roller up along first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 left for the White Sox, but they're in front 4-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Tony Perez.
The first baseman, Tony.
The pitch. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Granny Goose up and throwing. Giolito also getting ready. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The wind of the pitch. Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. He hit into a double play his first time up. Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Now it's the right fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it's gone. His first homer of the year, and they've got their first run. It's 4-1. That one just sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Two outs, nobody on. And here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. This one smoked on its way out of here. That was blasted to the moon. And they cut into the deficit. It's 4-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Back-to-back jacks. And this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Back to the top of the lineup, Grady Sizemore now at the plate. Line drive at her in center field. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 4-2. You're watching White Sox baseball on the show, Chicago. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Frank Thomas. The right-hander back to work. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Waste no time there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And the batter now, Jamie Curtis. She launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for this team early on. Definitely helped them get off on the right foot.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that she's squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
Mays makes the catch. Runner tags at second.
Now we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
And next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. He really made his presence felt back in the fourth inning of this one, Singy.
Absolutely. 3-run blast and a shot of energy for his teammates. Everyone in that dugout was pretty fired up.
In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 7-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
Now here's a new pitcher from the pen, Jared Jones.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
1 out, base is empty, and the batter will be the shortstop, Lee Sung. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Rodriguez hauls it in for the out. 2 down. Larry Jones steps to the plate for the White Sox. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So she gets on base and keeps it going.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Now here is Jesse Lang. That one is absolutely belted. Could be extra bases. Jones rounds second on her way to third. Coming home. The relay to the plate. She will score. It's 8-2.
Well done. Drives in the run. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters
makes the grab, and that's the inning. So it's 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. White Sox 8 and the Braves 2. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now in for the Braves, Sydney Sweeney. Junis back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs. She was all over that one. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So a runner aboard, and next for Atlanta, Willie Mays. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. His second of the year, and they slice into the lead. It's 8-4. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Granny Goose comes on now. She's into the game, and the base is empty. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Ralph Kiner. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Not in time. He's got a double.
He was all over that one. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into
Line drive. Plays it on a bounce, and it eats him up. Here comes Kiner. Fires it to the plate. He'll score. It's 8-5.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones when you got to make her pay. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get
to second for 1. Relay to first, double play.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that keeps the inning going. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Julio Rodriguez. Already 3 runs across in the frame here in the bottom of the 6th. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that's going to get into the corner. Bichette round second on his way to third. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
High fly ball out to left field. He's got it. And that is out number 3. 3 runs on 6 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. 7th inning coming up. White Sox 8 and the Braves 5. We go to the top of the 7th. Leading off, River Calzado. The pitch. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now she'll turn for second. And she's there with a leadoff double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff hitter comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Next to hit, Frank Thomas. Now it's belted. Deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. A gigantic blast. 3rd home run of the season. It's 10-5. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boom. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often.
New pitcher on here, Mackenzie Gore.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Willie Mays makes the play.
The batter, the left fielder.
So up next for Chicago, Billy Williams. 1 for 3. That's ripped. Base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now that designated hitter.
Here's the White Sox DH, Shohei Ohtani. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they add a pair. It's 12-5. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Dives. What a play.
Well, I always dreamed of being able to see Willie Mays make great diving catches like that. Can you believe it? 12 gold gloves. And we can't forget about that catch back to the infield, over the shoulder catch like a wide receiver in the NFL.
Larry Jones steps to the plate for the White Sox. Into left center for a base hit. Takes the turn. She's digging for second. The relay throw. Not going to get her. She's in there. Runner at second here with 2 away. Jesse Lang steps to the plate for the White Sox. Ground ball left side, and that squirts through. Jones around third. She scores, and now it's 13-5. Throw to second, not in time. She's there easily.
Didn't take long to get a result for that.
Trevor Steffen into the game.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers. But
line drive, base hit, around third. She'll score easily, and they now lead by 9.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. So up next, Frank Thomas. He's already homered here in this one. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one is out of here. He'll touch them all. Their 3rd home run of the inning. And they add on. It's 17-5. Singy, that's his 599th career home run.
I'm just shaking my head, Boog. I mean, that's a ridiculous amount of home runs, and he's just 1 home run away from stepping into another elite tier of power hitters.
So, Singy, let's dive into the numbers, courtesy of StatCast. Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the best feeling in the world as a hitter. You square it up perfectly, and it's like you didn't even swing the bat. And there are times the ball feels heavy off your bat. You know it, but this is not one of them.
This ball is roped, and it gets down into the gap in right center. She's got a double, her 4th hit. And her hot hitting continues.
They kept her in the yard that time, but all she's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this player.
So 2 down, and up next for Chicago, Billy Williams. Well struck left field. That one carrying, and it is gone. He made him pay for that one. Make that 4 homers in the inning. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 19-5.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting a ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball.
Perfect.
Well, I don't know what they did in the cage today or on the field for batting practice, but when you win by double digits, something is clicking. That batting coach feels pretty good about himself right now, but more so the players. They can't wait for the next one. Come back out, score, and get another W.
High-scoring ball game in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 3 minutes. Tonight.
Pleased to welcome you inside Oak Street Park. We bring you AAA baseball from the International League. It's the Iowa Cubs taking on the Gwinnett Stripers. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And on the hill today, Austin Cox. Just a three-pitch mix, but he's got a lot of confidence in those three offerings. The key is going to be mixing pitch sequences throughout this start so he doesn't get too predictable. Otherwise, the hitters can sit on one of the three and unload when it comes. Ready to go. Now it's the switch-hitting outfielder, Pablo Guevara. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Oh, not the best swing from the former first rounder.
0-2.
Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Ball.
Wouldn't chase that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one just misses the outside corner. Nice take. 2-2 and the pitch. And goes down on strikes. And there's one away. The batter now, Jacob Wilson. That's a strike. Oh, 1 now. Good eye there.
That's a ball.
Swing and this one towards left center field. Makes the catch. Nice play after the long run. And now 2 down. Had to cover a lot of ground there, and that's why you take those extra reps during batting practice, getting reads on the ball as it comes off the bat. Even a quarter second's hesitation can cost you in the game. The designated hitter stands in now and watches strike 1. Nice eye right there. And it's 2-1. 2 down and nobody aboard. And we're just getting going here in the top of the first. That one misses.
3 balls.
The third baseman in the on-deck circle. Next pitch, in for a strike.
Full count.
And he goes down on strikes. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. End of a half inning of play. No score after half an inning. Welcome back. And on the hill, J.J. Clifton. Here's a deeper look. One thing that stands out for me is his stamina on the hill. Not a lot of pitchers in the minors get to work deep into games frequently, but he seems to get stronger as the game goes on, and that affords him a little more leash from the coaching staff. The opposing hitters will try and drive up his pitch count, maybe get him out of this one a little sooner. Elizabeth Gonzalez leading things off and takes a strike. And a base hit up the middle. And a runner on now.
Batting second, the left fielder, Jake Fraley.
Here's the left fielder, Jake Fraley. Trying to move the runner over here. Gets it to first. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting third, the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And now the right fielder, a rising talent, potential superstar. Move to second, Gonzalez. Back in on a dive. And the runner takes off for third. Pitch in for a strike. Low, safe. That one in the dirt. No score here, but a runner at third with one away. That's a line shot for a base hit. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. That's a double. Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. That one was served in a punch bowl right down the middle, and he regretted it as soon as it left his hand. One down. And next, the cleanup hitter. First offering just misses. Just miss. Can't get careless on 2-0 with his power at the plate. You don't want to just throw a get-me-over strike. Lays out, but can't squeeze it. Flip to the pitcher is in time, and they end up with a runner at third.
Batting fifth.
This is where the PFPs that teams run in spring training come into play. Nice job at first to knock the ball down and keep it on the infield, and then get it to the pitcher covering the bag for the out. Now it's the second baseman, Matt McClain. Hammered for a base hit. In to score the runner from third. It's 2-0. No question, he came up ready to hit. Got a first pitch fastball he could handle, and he really ripped it. And we'll see if his speed becomes a factor now that he's on first. And now at the plate, laser to third, but handled well. That ends the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. 1 inning in the books here. The Stripers have the lead, 2-0. We're back here at the ballpark, top of the second, and here at the plate, the third baseman, number 6. And that one hammered. This one's back there. Out of here. And they're on the scoreboard. It's a 2-1 game. He came up looking for something to drive, found it right away, and put a great swing on it. What you might call ambush tactics. And here is the left fielder. Swings and rips it towards right center. Makes a nice grab on a full sprint. 1 down. And now, Michael Bush. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Hauls it in for the out. Digging in, the second baseman, number 87. Line drive for a base hit. Around first, hustling for two. And it's a two-out double. All over that one. He was right on top of that pitch. Jumped off the bat, and the double was a pretty clear possibility right away. And the next batter, Chase DeLauder. Line drive to short and caught. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. On to the bottom of the second. Now the third baseman, Edmundo Sosa. Clifton, only 18 years old, a former first-rounder in 2025. Hammers this one in the air, deep to left center. This one's gonna carry. It's out of here. This place is absolutely loving it, and they add a run. It's 3-1. Clearly, he knew exactly what he was looking for and got it on the first pitch. That's where an aggressive approach pays off. That was a low 90s fastball, and it wound up in a spot that was entirely too hittable. A pitcher who doesn't have great velo on the fastball has to locate better than that. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard, and now Jake Rogers. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Wilson to second, relay to first, double play. So 2 down now, and here at the plate, Elizabeth Gonzalez scored the first run of the game back in the first after a single to reach base. And a bullet into center. That's a base hit. That keeps the inning going. That's back-to-back singles for him. Pitcher brought the challenge pitch, a heater right down the pipe, and she was definitely geared up for it. And we'll see if her speed becomes a factor now that she's on first. Might have a chance at extras. Around second on her way to third. Headed for the plate. The run scores from first, and they'll extend their lead. It's 4-1. Picks himself up an RBI. Take a look at that exit velo, 106 miles per hour. That tells you that everything came together really nicely there. Stepping in, the shortstop. Wilson. Slings it across. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. So 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors, and 1 runner stranded. We've played 2 innings. The Stripers with the lead, 4-1. We're back here at the ballpark. On to the next inning. Here's the catcher, number 91. Swing and a rocket. This one has a chance. And that one is out of here. It just clears the wall, and they cut into the deficit. It's 4-2. Wasn't waiting around there. He took a swing at the first pitch, and it paid off in a big way. That swing had the right launch angle to make a difference, and they're back within shouting distance now with momentum on their side. The lineup flips over. Pablo Guevara now at the plate. That's ripped. Base hit. Aggressive approach paid off there. Found something he could hit. Right there we saw a fastball that was piped, and he was licking his chops as that thing was coming in. Great cut. And now, Jacob Wilson. Skies it out towards left center. Fraley on the move to the gap. Pulls it in. There's one away. The designated hitter getting ready to hit. Caught looking the first time up. Smacks this one to left center. Got it. 2 away. And next, the cleanup hitter. He's already homered in this ballgame. smash to the left side. There with plenty of time. Inning over. One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 4-2. As we go to the last of the third, and now the first baseman, number 6. Deep fly to center field. Drop step, heads back on it. Makes the grab, one away. Well, he certainly wasn't willing to wait around. Just barely missed hitting that first pitch fastball out of here. Matt McClain, the next to hit. This ball is crushed deep to left. This one's gonna go. Third home run of the season. It's 5-2. Always helps to pad the lead, and they did exactly that. This isn't a pitcher who can overwhelm hitters with velocity, so hitting your spots is essential. Because if you miss, well, you saw right there what happens when you miss. One out and the bases are empty, and the batter will be the shortstop. Line drive, short hopped at third. Zips it across. 2 away. Edmundo Sosa will hit next. Already a solo homer in this one. Into center and a base hit. And that extends the inning. He was ready to go on the first pitch, and it paid off. Man, that pitch was tattooed. 108 miles per hour of exit velocity, and that's usually going to get you enough. Tommy Edman digs in now. Out into left center, line drive for a base hit. Around second on his way to third. Coming home. Into score from first. It's 6-2. He's already 2 for 2 with a single and a double, and moseying right along to set up a chance at the cycle. Runner at second here with 2 gone. Here's the power-hitting catcher, Jake Rogers. Swing and a drive. And it one-hops the wall. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's 7-2, and that's a double. Nice job to drive in the run. That one might as well have been placed on a tee. Number 63, on to pitch here. Comes in with the team trailing by a bunch. Got to try to keep it where it is. Now up, Elizabeth Gonzalez. That one hammered center field. That's pretty deep. Snags it on the warning track. On to the fourth, and now the center field.
Ball forward, take your base.
We're back here at the ball. Start of the 6th. Ben Gelman bringing you this one. And leading off, the catcher, number 91. That one is absolutely pummeled. Dives, but it falls, and now it looks like extra bases. Into second base, the tying run is on with a leadoff double. And he's notched 2 hits now, both for extra bases. That ball was humming as it left the bat. Pretty clear early on in that play that he was looking at extra bases. And now a chance to tie the game up, making this a crucial at bat. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Now at the dish, Pablo Guevara, 1 for 3. Line and a base hit into right. Boots it. And in to score is the runner from second. Just a careless job of getting it in from the outfield. No outs, runner at first. Now it's the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. Line drive, and it's caught. Now he throws on the brakes and returns safely to first. What a great snag, and not just to get the out. He was able to keep the runner from reaching scoring position because of that catch. Next up, the designated hitter. It's a pitch out, but nothing going on. Skies this one. Deep left center field. It's on its way and gone. Blasted that one out of here. It's 10-8. Got to be riding high after hitting that home run and helping the team take the lead. Great swing, loud contact, and a predict. Ben Joyce gets the ball now. This game is still pretty tight, so he has to give the bats a chance and keep it close. No mistake pitches. Next up, the left fielder. Smoked on the ground to second. And plenty of time to first. Base is empty with 2 out. The center fielder getting ready to hit. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. There with plenty of time. Inning over. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. We move on to the bottom of inning number 6. The Cubs lead it 10-8. We'll move on to the bottom of the 6th. Now, Matt McLean.
The second baseman, Nick
Back up the middle and a base hit. And the leadoff hitter aboard. That's textbook hitting right there. Didn't fly open or get over aggressive. He just stayed clean in his swing mechanics and fired off a nice base hit. Next to hit, the second baseman puts it away for the out. Might need to do something to reset your karma. That liner had base hit written all over it. Just some bad luck. So digging in, Edmundo Sosa. He's already gone yard in this game. In the air to left center. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And 2 away now.
Now batting.
Here's the center fielder, Tommy Edman. Already a homer for him in this one. Well struck, right field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The run scores all the way from first. It's a 10-9 ball game. And he continues this huge game, even if that one did stay in the yard. What a performance. Man at second here with 2 away. Jake Rogers, the next to hit. Out to short. Look at the stop here. To first. Oh, nice play. Terrific anticipation on this play. You don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the frame. All set for the start of this inning. At the plate, Michael Busch. Fouled off. left side. That misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Action in the pen down there. Daniel Duarte getting ready to go. Number 46 also throwing. Fouled off. He was late. That just missed. What a take with 2 strikes. Struck him out looking.
The batter, the second baseman, David. 1 down.
The second baseman now at the plate. 1 for 2. That one's in there. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
And a strike. Good fastball, 98 miles an hour. On a cold night like this, hitters are trying to get out in front so they don't get jammed. A pitcher can counter that by using the off-speed stuff more frequently. Swings through that one for a strikeout. Well, that strikeout didn't take long. Batter's got to put up a better fight the next time up. Now it's the right fielder, Chase DeLauder. Up and in. Bashes this one to deep left center. That one's back there. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. Really strong swing there, and he might have thought he'd hit a homer right off the bat. Not quite enough for it, but I'm sure he's happy enough with the automatic double. Now a chance for the catcher, and he's already gone yard in this one with a solo homer in the 3rd inning. We'll see if he can launch another one out of here. First offering misses the mark. I'm not sure his brain processed that pitch in time.
Our final line here. First for the victorious Gwinnett Strikers. 11 runs on 21 hits. No errors. They left 20 runners.